What is up, everybody? My name is Ryan Shaw, and I am the Director of Marketing for Electric Eye. And I am going to be the voice and guide and instructor through this entire Facebook and Instagram ads course. So hopefully you don't find my voice too annoying or maybe too soothing and puts you to sleep. But we're going to go ahead and get right into things. So just a quick top level outline of everything that we're going to cover. So in module number 1 here, we're going to get into an introduction to what exactly is paid media and marketing. We'll break down a couple of different high level topics. Module number 2, we will cover creating and connecting your account. So we'll get everything into that ad account, all of the different pieces that need to be connected and created inside of your Facebook account and a little bit outside of that. In module number 3, we're going to cover creating your first campaign. So we will walk you through step by step everything you need to do to create that very first Facebook campaign, from your campaign down to the ad set, down to the ads. We'll cover what all of those mean. Then module number 4 is going to be expanding out your first campaign. So adding additional parts of the funnel, duplicating ads, creating efficiencies for yourself so that your Facebook and Instagram ads channel turns into a revenue generator that does not consume your every waking day and hour. And then in module number 5, we're going to get into understanding and analyzing your first campaign. So we'll talk about Facebook reporting. We'll talk about what all of the different metrics inside of Facebook reporting mean, and then which ones you should be paying attention to. So that is going to be our brief course outline, and we're going to get right into module 1 here with our introduction into paid media and marketing. All right, you guys, let's get right into it. So we are going to break down just exactly what paid media and marketing is. So if this is your first time, don't stress. Paid media, this is sometimes referred to as PPC, or pay per click advertising, essentially just means you are paying money to market to consumers to click on your ad and purchase your product. Now, there's obviously a couple of other kind of goals and conversion events that we can have in there. You can do email signups, bookings, things like that. But for the purpose of today is we're going to kind of consider everything in terms of purchasing a product. So if you were to use Instagram as an example, organic posting on social media simply means you take a photo, put it out with a caption to your followers. Paid media on Instagram means that we can take that same exact photo, that same exact caption, and now create an ad and target our ideal customers based on demographics, geography, and a multitude of other factors that we'll break down as we dive a little bit deeper into this course. But basically, your organic posting anywhere or organic marketing is going to be stuff that is to your current audience. So whether that is to your current audience on Facebook, on Instagram, Pinterest, if you've got Pinterest followers, anything of that nature, that's what organic is. Paid is giving you the ability to expand out. We are going to go ahead and use these 2 photos here. They are both from Columbia, the kind of outdoors brand, and we're going to use just a quick example to show exactly what the difference is between organic and paid media. So the left-hand side here is organic post. You can see how many likes were there. You can see the caption, and that's basically the gist of it. On the right is our paid media. So still a photo, still a caption. They've chosen to do a carousel post, meaning there's multiple photos here. But at the very bottom of that picture, you see that blue bar, and that blue bar is what is signaling to us as a consumer that this is an ad. So I can click on that blue bar and it's going to take me to wherever it is that they have designated on their website or some external thing outside of Instagram. So this course is built specifically for Facebook and Instagram because advertising for those 2 spaces happens on the same platform, but there are a multitude of other channels that all fall under the same category of paid media and paid marketing, but they all look and feel and work a bit differently. So the first one is search engine marketing. Sometimes this is referred to as SEM, shorthand for just search engine marketing. This happens exactly where you think it does, on the main search engines like Google and Bing. And it's a little odd to consider. Sometimes we don't even notice because these things have become so ingrained into our everyday lives. So SEM works a little different than social media marketing simply because search engines themselves work a little differently, though the overlap is starting to become greater and greater, and you see that on various platforms. But when working in Google or Bing, instead of creating specific audiences based on interests, demographics, things of that nature, people are targeting keywords, because that's how we're all interacting with search engines. You're going on to Google and looking for, the best hotels, or best things to do in a city, or the best sustainable t-shirt. So using our example from above with Colombia, if Colombia were to get into Google and they were setting up Google search engine ads, they would maybe want to target words like outdoor adventure gear or insulated coat or something of that nature to help drive traffic to their website. And inside of those platforms, you can use different parameters, different types of keywords, broad match, exact match, different things. And there's still some demographic targeting and whatnot, but it is much more focused on the keywords themselves. Then we've got social media marketing. This is going to be a space that most people are very familiar with. It is all encompassing these days. You've got obviously Facebook and Instagram, but we also have Pinterest and Snapchat and now TikTok. And this is pretty much where we're going to be living. We'll be diving more into everything about this, but all of the social media platforms are very similar into kind of how they are targeted and how they operate. They offer a variety of advertising goals that aren't exclusively limited to sales and website traffic, though those benefits are pretty obvious. But we didn't mention earlier, you can target, if you're just trying to grow an email list, you can use those platforms to do that as well. And then last but not least, we'll kind of lump a couple of things in here together. So YouTube, doing app ads. There's a few kind of other extraneous platforms that all look similar to one another and have varying levels of accuracy and controls and targeting. But a lot of them aren't going to be able to offer the same in-depth controls that we can find on Facebook and Instagram. But it's a similar concept in terms of placing ads with, I have a video or a photo and I want to put it in front of people. Most of us have been on YouTube at this point, so you've seen what YouTube ads look like in the modern era, and same with apps and things like that. A lot of times you're being served those ads and you're not even aware of it. They're happening in small kind of unknown places.